I am running late. I woke up at 4 a.m. Captain's log, 4 a.m. wake up, and I'm running late. How does this happen? So I'm on my way to CrossFit, my first workout after Killington. It's not a horrible one. It's mostly upper body, which I think I can handle since my upper body feels pretty good. My legs, not so much, but I think that the workout will be pretty good for me, get back into it nice and quick. Don't take too many days off after the race. I'm sorry that it's so dark and you can't really see me, but you'll see me here. Because I am driving, and I know this is not smart, but my phone is down in my hand and I am watching the road. And if for some reason I need to stop videoing, I will throw my phone on the floor because it is not that important. Like if somebody stops short in front of me or something like that. Anyways, so, alright, I'm going to stop explaining myself about this driving thing. So, anyways, so I'm rushing. I have about 10 minutes to get there, and I live about 20 minutes away. So I'm going to sign out real quick, but I just wanted to start the video off to show how my crazy mornings normally start. Despite me waking up at 4 a.m., I still got out the door way later than I should have because I procrastinate and I need to stop doing that. Alright, so I'll check back in later. Peace. First workout since Killington. I'm gonna fix this a little bit so you can see me better. That's a little bit better. So, first workout since Killington. Felt really good. I actually went in there thinking that I was going to do really, really well. I was like, I got this. It's all upper body. My arms are good. My arms don't hurt from Killington. We're good, right? I'm like, oh, my legs are still a little bit sore, but we'll be fine. Walk in, repping my third kind from my gym. If you don't know about it, you should. Anyways, so walked in there thinking that I got this as cake. Started rowing, was like, oh, my arms are kind of, all right, we can do this, And then I get to the first part, which is 3 sets of push strokes, 12 reps each set, and you have to use a little bit heavier than we used last week. So I was like, all right, so I did about like 65 pounds at my heaviest last week. I'm going to go to like 70, right? And then the girl's next to me like, I want to do 85. So I was like, This is why CrossFit is bad for me, because I get so competitive in my head. I'm like, they're doing 85. I can do 85. I could probably even do 90. So I did my first set, little warm-up set, whatever. Second set, I'm like, we're going to 90, for the third set. I was like, we're going to 90. So I get to 90 and I was like, oh my God. So I got it up. I did the reps, but I had to take a couple of breaks in between. So by then, my elbow was like kind of crickety, and I was like, I don't know about this. So I was like, all right, well, we still have to do the workout, right? So got the workout in. Check out those bruises. Sorry, I'm really all over the place. Anyways, so got the workout in, and wasn't the first finisher, wasn't the last finisher. Finished, doesn't matter. Killington kind of gave me a new perspective on a lot of things. So instead of like, although I'm still really competitive in my head, and I'm like not gonna go to somebody and be like, I'm gonna do better than you because I'm better. Like, I would never say that. But in my head, there's like a little bit of that where I'm like, I can do better than that. I got this, whatever, It's just this like competitive edge thing that I have. And it's kind of a confidence thing where like I believe that I can do anything. So I'm just like, I kind of like talk myself up no matter how like ridiculous it sounds. I'm like, I got that. I can do that. Yeah, let's do this in my head. So I I got through the workout. I felt pretty good. My arm's still a little bit like weird, but that is what it is, you know. But yeah, so I was saying is Killington really taught me a lot. You know, it taught me that it taught me to be humble. I really think that that's kind of like 10 hours on a mountain, pretty much by yourself. I mean, I met a whole bunch of people, helped a whole bunch of people. They helped me. People stopped, asked me if I was okay. I was like, just keep going. I'm good. I'm just fighting the good fight, you know. And everything. So it really humbles me to realize that there's people out there that really care and really want to make sure that you do okay, even if they don't even know you. So when I go into, you know, a workout like this, I'm like, you know, maybe it's in my head and I'm all by myself, but there's a bigger thing happening here. You know, there's a group of people all here for one goal, and that goal is to finish, right? That goal is to do better than you may have done last time, or do better than you thought you could do, or push a little bit harder, or push a little bit faster. And, you know, in my head this morning, I was like, damn, my arm hurts. Keep going, don't stop. Because you know what? This is nothing. This is like 10, 15 minutes tops. You ran a mountain for 17-ish miles, whatever. I mean, I've heard different things. And it took you 10 hours to do it. So if you can do 10 hours on a mountain, you can do 10 minutes in the gym. So, yeah. I want to... give me one sec. Okay. So I want to talk really quickly, and I don't want these videos to be really like supplement based, because I know a lot of you know a little bit of my story, probably more recent story stuff, but I want to address one issue. So I was called out the other day on Instagram about my post that I posted regarding a challenge group that I'm putting together for my AdvoCare 24-day challenge next month. So anybody who doesn't know about that, please check out my Instagram, Suze, SUZ_Rice, RICE, and check that out so that you can join along if you'd like. I'll repost it with a new video. I really want to get people, you know, into a healthier lifestyle, working hard, and understanding kind of how I came to doing what I do. So I'm going to post some videos regarding that challenge later on as we get closer to it, but I want to address something. So some people know that about 5 years ago I was diagnosed with high blood pressure and cardiomegaly and prediabetes. And I was told basically, you're going to die if you don't get your shit together. Sorry about my language, but that was pretty much what the doctor told me. So he said, you're going to die if you don't get your shit together. So I went on a quest to get healthy. I started a boot camp. I then started running. I did the Couch to 5K program. I lost about 15-20 pounds on my own before anything. And then my mom introduced me to a meal replacement program called Take Shape for Life, utilizing Medifast meal replacement shakes and bars and all they have like 70 something, probably more now, different meal replacements. The program was great. I lost about 100 pounds total from start date before even going near Medifast to end date was right before my wedding. I did not lose the weight for my wedding. It just so happened to coincide with that. I started losing weight way before I even knew I was going to get married. But so I did that. It kind of sent me on a little bit of a roller coaster. I think that plan is really great for certain people, but my goals sort of shifted somewhere along the line. So after I got married, I did the program, I got off the program, I did the program, I got off the program. I kind of roller coastered around a little bit with it, but overall I lost about 100 pounds. At the at the end of it all, I realized that I was really enjoying running. I was really enjoying training. I was like, I want to be a bodybuilder. I want to go on stage. I want this, I want this, I want this. And these meal replacements were not allowing me to build muscle. I had nothing. It was like boom, boom, flat. And that's fine. I was getting skinnier. I was getting smaller. But I wasn't building the muscle that I wanted because I was only eating 1,000 calories a day because I was losing weight. So then I started binging, and it really brought out a part of me that I pretty sure has been there my whole life, but I didn't understand that. The restriction that I put on myself, and this is not, I think that the meal replacement program that I was on is fantastic. I think that I would send anyone that way if they were looking for quick weight loss that is sustainable, if they are prepared for it, and they need that weight loss for medical reasons. So if you're considering surgery, please try that program maybe I shouldn't say that. Please try something before you go that route. I believe that it is quite possible for you to lose weight, depending on what your situation is. I had tried many different programs before that program, and that one worked for me. So I did lose a crap ton of weight. However, for me, because of my own mental issues that were pre-existing before that, I had brought out a part of me that I had suppressed for a really long time. So I started binge eating. As soon as I allowed myself to have food, I started binging. I would binge at night. I would binge in the day. I would hide food at work. I would, if I saw cake in the break room, I would make sure there was nobody in the break room. I would cut off a piece of cake and I would run to the bathroom and eat it. I would then go back, have another piece of cake, do the same thing. People at work looked at me like I was the person that was the one that they all looked up to. So maybe not looked up to, but for health reasons, people were like, oh, she's a fit girl. She's the one who goes to the gym all the time. She's the one who runs all the time. She's the one who's always on a diet. She's the one who always this, always that. So for them, when they see, even now, when they see me eating something that they don't consider a health food, they're like, whoa, you're eating butter, so, so it didn't actually help my neuroses, and my binge eating. And I started really kind of losing touch with reality, and I started gaining weight, and I gained about 30 pounds. I was still training. I was still going to the gym. I was still teaching my class. But I wanted so badly to not eat meal replacements. I wanted to build muscle. There were so many things that I wanted to do, but what I was doing was not in line with what I wanted to do. So I wanted to be a bodybuilder. I wanted to be a physique girl, and who knows, maybe one day that'll happen. But I wanted these things, but I was eating cake and junk food and binging on all of these things. So fast forward a little bit, I had gained 30 pounds. I was really fed up with how I was feeling and how I was looking. None of my clothes were fitting. I was getting really depressed. Fast forward to about a year ago, I was searching on, maybe even longer than that, a year or two ago, I guess now. It was a year ago. Sorry. I was searching on the internet and I found Michelle Bishop. So anybody who is on Instagram and follows people that work out, I'm sure you've heard of Michelle Bishop. If you haven't, go check her out. She's a freaking amazing person. And sorry, Michelle, that I said the S-H-I-T word before. Anyway, I started following her a long time ago, but I really started honing in and paying attention a little over a year ago. So probably the summer of 2014. I was somewhere around 160, 170 pounds. I was really depressed. I'm 5 foot, by the way, so that's actually a lot of weight on my small little frame. And I was like, I need to do something. And I saw she posted something about a 24-day challenge. I was like, whatever, if Michelle does it, I'll do it. Let's see. So I did it. I lost about 15 pounds, and I was like, there's something to this. I did a little bit more research, checked it out, and was feeling really good. I was able to eat real food, and just take some supplements, and it was helping me to control my binges. There's some products in the line that help with appetite control, which that helped me switch my gears to really focus on my training and not so much on food. I felt like I was constantly, before this, I felt like I was constantly focusing on food. So I was able to focus less on food because I was handed a booklet that explained what to eat, pretty much. And I could make decisions based on what I wanted, but I just had to stay in those parameters, which was good for me. And I was able to... Charlie, what are you doing? Sorry, my dog's crazy. So I was able to make some choices, and it helped me to kind of halt the binging a little bit. So I still went through a little bit of a roller coaster where I would do really good, and then I would fall back, and then I would do really good, and then I would fall back. But my training still stayed pretty consistent. And then fast forward again to this year, my husband and I became really intentional. We decided that AdvoCare products are freaking awesome, and we wanted to share them with people. So we became distributors / advisors. We bought in, and if you have any questions about what that all means, please by all means ask me. I'm not going to go into that in this video. That's not the purpose of the video. The purpose of this is for me to ramble on and on and on about my day, and I'm still going to I'm still addressing this issue from my Instagram post the other day. So basically, we became advisors. We went to Success School. We flew all the way to Texas. It was freaking awesome. We came back. Charlie. All I hear is he's crying. He's looking for his ball. So, do you see what's going on right now? Charlie. Hey, what are you doing under there? What are you doing? He's crazy. What's down here? His ball. See his ball? That's what he wants. All right, Charlie, watch out. You're interrupting my video here, Charlie. Here. All right. Sorry, I had to get that taken care of. So, now I have to try to. There we go. All right. So, sorry about that. Pardon the interruption. So, we flew out to Texas. We came back. We were really excited, and we still are, actually. We're still kind of coming down from that high from Texas. And so I skipped a lot, but this video would take like 40 minutes if I, talked a lot about all those things. So basically what I wanted to really explain through that whole cluster of explanation just now is that, yes, I started with a meal replacement program. I lost a bunch of weight on that meal replacement program. I decided that that meal replacement program was not in line with my goals, and I needed to find something that was, and I found AdvoCare. And I feel that AdvoCare products are in line with my goals. They help sustain the workload that I do on a daily basis. I am currently a teacher of body pump, Les Mills. I am going for my initial training for body combat in less than 2 weeks, and I am a member of a incredible CrossFit gym, box, whatever you want to call it, here in New York, and I run Spartan races, and I can say that now because I have my trifecta. I've run 3, but I have fallen so in love with them that I am going to now switch my training from focusing. I mean, I kind of did that already, but I'm really going to do this now. So switching my training from focusing on building my body, sort of there. Anyway, focus on OCR training. So not so much what do I look like and the aesthetics of things, but you know, dropping some weight so that I can be faster and lighter on my feet, and building more strength in my upper body so that I can pull on some of those stronger things, and then really working on climbing, because oh boy, were my quads killing me at Killington. So I'm going to switch a little bit of my training. In the process, I'm going to continue using AdvoCare products, and here's my little tiny bitty AdvoCare product highlight. My new absolute favorite thing for anybody who has issues with appetite control. You like my sound effects? Slim. So Slim is a vitamin and mineral supplement that has green coffee extract, Garcinia cambogia extract. It helps for weight management, appetite control, and a solution for energy. Now, I have not had this because I ran out of it a week before Killington. I have not had this in about a week, and you can see it is like 7:30 in the morning and I have crazy ton of energy. That's actually my diet. I don't use the energy products as much anymore with AdvoCare. I still have my Slim, which helps me with appetite control. I still have my Spark, which is my go-to when I'm like dying and I'm really tired, or have to work a random overnight or something like that. But I really don't use the energy products so much. My goal with AdvoCare products is the appetite control, to really help me control the binge eating, which has like seriously gone down. Between my diet, which has gone more towards a keto / paleo diet, between that and Slim and some of the other appetite control products, I've really, you know, been able to bring the binging down. Now this video is getting a little bit long, but I wanted to also mention one more product, and this product is part of the Performance Elite line, Nighttime Recovery. I was so skeptical of this product. I have taken it before. I haven't really given it a chance until Killington. So I've taken it before, but never consistently. After Killington, I've taken this every night since Killington. So that is Saturday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. I've taken it 3 nights in a row. This morning, I woke up and I'm sore now because I just worked out, but I was not sore. That's why I thought that I would be fine for the workout. I wasn't sore at all because I totally attribute it to this. Totally. It's got L-arginine, which is a amino acid. It's got niacin, which is B12, zinc, copper, magnesium, another amino acid, a bunch of extracts and stuff like that. But everything is something that you can read. I don't think you can read it there. Sorry, guys. But you take them based on body weight. Take it at night with some water. It's an amino acid supplement. Amino acids are building blocks of proteins. Proteins get torn up when you work out. And yeah, so that's my new, those 2 products are my new absolute favorite. And I'm not going to continue talking about products because this video is getting a lot longer than I had anticipated it being. But I really wanted to address the Medifast to AdvoCare switch. I will never, ever deny that I did Medifast first. I will say that I do not use AdvoCare products for the sole purpose of weight loss. I will say that it is absolutely possible. My mom lost, I think, 17 or 18 pounds on her first challenge, and I'm getting her butt to do another challenge because she loved it. She felt great, and I know she wants to feel great all the time. So the challenge really kind of helps to kick you in the butt and get you back moving. And I want to inspire people to continue to do that. So I think that my energetic ramble can be done for today. This video is long enough to take over the video I did not do yesterday. Sorry, guys. And yeah, so again, I've said this before, I'll say it again, I'll say it every time, I don't care. You can do whatever. You can do whatever you want to do. Get up, move your body, and do it. Would you rather be sitting on the couch and die in 10 years? Or know that you can do a little bit more, get a little bit uncomfortable, and work hard to reach your goals? You can do anything. You want to climb Mount Everest? Go for it. You want to jump out of a plane? Go for it. You want to zip line down a mountain? Go for it. You want to climb up a mountain? Go for it. You want to quit your job and go live on a boat in the middle of the Atlantic? Go for it. I don't care what you do, but God, just do what makes you happy. And don't let finances or excuses stop you. And I will continue to tell you to do that, because that is what I'm doing. Every single day, all day, I am doing at least one thing that scares me. One thing that makes me uncomfortable, so that I can do whatever that I want to do later on. Make yourself uncomfortable now so that you can have everything that you want in the future. Alright guys, well, that's it. That's all I got. Love ya. Peace out.